Welcome to Cardiff everyone, I'm Nick from Mastervolt. The boats have just arrived after a gruelling transatlantic crossing from Newport in Rhode Island. In the process, this boat behind me, one of the Dutch entries, Axo Nobel, smashed the long-standing 24-hour monohull record with 602 nautical miles. This edition of the race we're going to be looking at compliance and safety features. We're stood out here on the deck of one of the Dutch entrants in this race, Team Brunel. I'm with Dan Jowett. Dan is the electrical team leader for the Volvo Ocean Race. Dan's very kindly offered today to walk us through the boat and to have a look at some of the safety systems that they've got fitted on board these vessels.
Starting on the back of the boat here is the antenna frame, which is where we mount most of our communications equipment. Starting up top here, we have the Fleet 250 dome for a column. So we have two of these on board for redundancy. The top one here is on 24 hours a day, continuously. So that keeps the teams in touch via phone and email. They can get weather over that as well. So it's a key piece of the safety equipment on board and communication equipment. Down here, the Fleet Broadband 500 is higher bandwidth. You can do live streaming, videos and calls. That's where you see the live calls, voice and video calls with the sailors as they're sailing through the various legs. That will be done over this one.
Can you tell us a bit about the tracking, Dan? How does that work?
So the tracking, basically all the information on the yachts goes back to Race HQ in Alicante, and they are tracking the boats continuously. Every few minutes you get the latest speeds, heading and wind information off each yacht.
That's brilliant. So should we go downstairs and take a closer look at what's installed in the nav station? So what have we got on here, Dan, and what does some of this kit do?
Starting up the top here, we've got the VHF unit. And below that we've got one of our Magic 24 to 12 converters. So we carry two of these, which gives us about 40 amp of 12 volt power available. On the far right over here you also have the bridge interface, which shares the information between the C-Zone network and the BNG network on board. So the two can talk to each other, so we have all of our C-Zone information on our plotters, and we can control the C-Zone through the plotters, which is a really nice redundant system.
Tell us a bit, Dan, about what that will do, an AIS unit, how that works, and what that means to the teams.
Yeah, so the AIS unit uses VHF frequencies to, it's basically a vessel anti-collision software system, basically used internationally for shipping, and the teams use this to look at each other for racing and to avoid other ships.
And if you come in a bit closer, right, so this is Anchor cabling. It's all NEMA 2000. You can see that it's all colour coded, so the yellow stuff indicates that it's a backbone cable. The red stuff, this is a power injector to put power onto the network itself, and it's all linked together. So every single component in this boat talks together, and that all aids in operating the boat in a safe manner.
Then we've got the key part of it here for us is the Touch 5, which is a touch display with a huge amount of information accessible very quickly. You can control every circuit on the boat from here, you can monitor all the DC loads. We also make use of the mode function, where we can have a low power mode, a day sailing mode, a night sailing mode. Any errors we might see in the system, any blown fuses, whether they're software or hardware, and gives us a huge amount of information. If for some reason there's a software fuse or any sort of problem, you can bypass it directly on the core here just by shifting the fuse, and the circuit will be active.
So Dan, thanks ever so much for your time today, mate. It's been a pleasure as always. It's been really informative. You've given us some great information.
Look forward to it.
For leg number 9, they're racing up to Gothenburg in Sweden, which is the home of Volvo. So stay tuned and we'll be back soon.